So this just in, Palworld, a game with over 25 million copies sold, may be disappearing sometime soon. This may or may not be a surprise to you, but if you know anything about Pokemon, then you know they weren't gonna let this slide. And if you don't know anything about Palworld, it's basically just Pokemon with guns, and crafting, and RPG elements, and story. Everything that makes a game great, and it would be great if you could please subscribe. I'm gonna keep it short so it helps me out a ton. I'm trying to get 50k by the end of this year, and you just be making a dream come true. Enough yet, back to the video. So, like I said, Palworld sold over 25 million copies. Crazy amount, especially for a first-timer indie game. The reason for this was partly because of the topic, Pokemon with guns. I mean, who wouldn't like that? Especially the slavery. Oh, and especially the zoo player. Also, it's sneakily released during this time, this void of good Pokemon games where nothing good had come out from Nintendo for ages, and people just needed something to fill the void. Along with being picked up by basically every single content creator in the world, Palworld rapidly sold over 25 million copies. Again, a crazy amount for an indie game, made tons of money, and became super popular for a while, until it fell off, which, I mean, most games do. But something that happened before the fall off was Pokemon threatening a lawsuit on Palworld for the likeness that the game had to Pokemon. But then nothing really happened, and then the game fell off, and then no one talked about it anymore, and then it all just pretty much got shoved under the rug. But you know Nintendo. You know Nintendo. If you got a Super Mario tattoo, a Nintendo employee would come over to cheese grate your skin off, and then file a lawsuit on you. If you helped build a well in Africa, but God forbid draw a Squirtle on it, Nintendo would drop a Nintendo-themed SWAT team to detonate an explosive to blow up the well in front of the whole dying of first African village. If an alien colony wanted to show its friendliness to humankind by creating a game like Mario for us to enjoy, Nintendo would launch a nuclear submarine missile strike onto the alien mothership, blowing it up into pieces before deploying a neutrino fusion bomb with a customized isotope to wipe out the planet that the aliens came from, and then they would give him a cease and desist and a lawsuit. You get the point. Nintendo never, ever lets anything legal go past their watchful eagle falcon eye. I'm honestly convinced that Nintendo has a little Asian man stuffed in every corner, every square inch of the world to spy on you, to see if you break copyright laws. Everyone gets one. He may be in your room right now. Look behind you. Nah, I'm just kidding. Or am I? Nah, okay. We all know how litigious, I'm so smart, basically means tend to sue, Nintendo is. They have their reasons for this actually. Seeing that massive companies lose copyrights before lose loads of money. So Nintendo has become hell-bent on not letting it happen to them. But in that crusade to never lose any rights, never lose any money, never have any issues with copyright, Nintendo will strike down anything in their way. They're like a GTA 5 train. They do not give a shit about what's in their fucking way. They will just plow through it, killing or destroying anything in the way. Humans gone, cars gone, deers gone. And that's why, in this case, they are going to take down Palworld 2 and the developer Pocket Pair. And not for what you think. What you think, I'm actually guessing, is a massive pet peeve of mine, to be told what I am, what I think. What you might think is because of the likeness, the fact that some of the models of the Pokemon often match what's within Palworld, that a lot of the designs used for the pals are actually correlated and often ripped and used a lot with Pokemon. But that is not what it is. The problem is patents. If you don't know what a patent is, it's A patent is a type of intellectual property that gives its owner the legal right to exclude others from making, using, or selling an invention for a limited period of time in exchange for publishing and enabling disclosure of the invention. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, basically it means that if they, Pokemon, Nintendo, make something and patent it, it's now theirs, and no one else is allowed to do it. And here's where it gets sneaky. Because the patent that Nintendo owns, that Pokemon has created and owned, is used in Palworld, and this patent is, and I quote, the ability to capture creatures using thrown items. And that's items, not just Pokeballs, items. Basically, Nintendo says, we are the only people that are allowed to make a game where you can capture creatures with thrown items in the overworld. This patent is so fucking sneaky, because although Palworld doesn't use Pokeballs, it does use a variant which it does use to capture creatures, which is then the issue. Need a tissue? Seriously though, it's bad because even the developer, Pocket Pair, has came out and said that they don't even know what patents they're violating. They have no clue. Because honestly, if I were making a game, I would fall into this exact same trap. Because I didn't even know video game real patents were a thing 5 fucking minutes ago. And honestly, I feel bad as well. Because Pokemon, Nintendo, has an army, an actual army, to rival that of the United States worth of lawyers. I bet if Nintendo told all of its lawyers to form a circle and walk across the earth, it would cause a fucking rumbling. And the evidence, the proof they have here is incredibly solid as well. It is their patent that they got confirmed, and that patent is being used unfairly. So this is definitely already an uphill battle for Pocket Pair. Definitely a Goliath versus David thing already with Nintendo Pokemon versus and Pocket Pair. And Nintendo is being super sneaky as well. They sued Pocket Pair in the Tokyo District Court, not even the US court, which is known for being way more lenient and accepting and I'd say fair, or as they say, notoriously permissive with fair use. But yeah, it is absolutely unlucky and just super sad. I know they posted this on Twitter, the Pocket Pair developer. Thank you for your continued support of Palworld. And that's it, bro. Although I said fell off, this game definitely still has fans, and they are definitely still upset with this. But we will have to see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the Palworld drama for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see ya. As always, please like, comment, share and all that, because it helps me out a ton, man. Thank you. Have a good night. Great rest of your life. And I'll see ya. Good night. Peace. See you.